Assalamu alaikum dear viewers, this is Taisar Khan speaking and you're watching MTK vlogs. In this video, I will be talking about what is LOR, how to write your LOR, who writes your LOR and what are the common mistakes to avoid while writing your LOR. And also, don't forget to subscribe, share and comment because many viewers just watch the video and don't subscribe. By subscribing, I get the motivation to upload more detailed content in the future. So let's get started and go to my computer screen where I'll show you what is an LOR. So first let's start about what is LOR, what is the full form of LOR and who provides you the LOR. What is LOR? What is the full form of LOR? The full form of LOR is letter of recommendation, and from where you finish your bachelor's, from that university or college, the professors who taught you will provide you with the LOR, letter of recommendation. Mostly in India, students write the LOR by themselves in a way that the professor has written it for you. Now I'll tell you where to create your LOR. Mostly you can create your LOR in Microsoft Word or Google Docs. So this choice mainly depends on you because there is zero extra, there is basically no editing and other work is just font change and other simple edits. So my preference is Microsoft Word, but it totally depends on you. So here you are viewing in the screen is the LOR. Let me get it. Yeah. So on the left corner as page you can see that in which college, professor's name, department of, this is a sample question paper, sample letter of recommendation. So let's get to it. Department of English, basically from what department he is, and his telephone number and email ID. Important thing is that the email ID that you have to mention over here, it should be updated, because the much updated, that much it is better, because if it's expired or not working, then when the abroad university is trying to contact your professor, that time he will not be available or reachable. So here you can see how I've started the LOR. In the first two paragraph, basically the faculty is trying to explain and introduce what type of student you are, so and what are the knowledges you have and which subject you are good at. So if you are writing this LOR by yourself, it is recommended that which program you want to go for, that key courses you have, right, that courses, and also what in bachelor's you have studied, that courses you can put in this. So as I taught financial management, financial accounting, basically everything. So and also I've been a student for past 3 years, he's telling me. Where is that part? Yes, that's what he's trying to tell me. So in the second paragraph, he is telling me what he has taught me, and basically he's trying to explain what is the subject he taught me, from what I understood and what I'm focusing on, enhancement knowledge of student to write, speak, etc, etc. Now here I'm going to tell you one more thing, that which subject you're trying to basically get attention. This course should be in your master's program also. Basically I'm going into accounting and finance field, so I'll be writing the subject which are already in my this one baccalaureate. So now I also did my bachelor's major in accounts and finance. So all this program I have mentioned, like accounts, I showed interest in accounts management. Basically all the courses I've studied in masters also, because it's the same thing, masters or baccalaureate. That courses are there in this letter of recommendation. So now I'm going to tell you why you have to take your LOR from a skilled professor who has done at least his PhD or doctorate. So when you apply for a abroad university, that time the abroad university will check your professor's background as well. So if your professor has done any international conference, attended international conferences, has many international papers, he's online also, then his background will look very strong. So even your background automatically becomes strong like that. So but the trick over here is that you cannot go to any professor and get your LOR done. The LOR, you have to get it done by someone, by a professor who has taught you at least one subject, and also he should know you personally. So if you go to a professor who has not taught you any subject or any course during your entire bachelor's, then that LOR will not be accepted from your abroad university. So make sure that he has at least taught you one subject and he has a very good background. So here is another example of how to write an LOR, and this LOR mainly is done by a professor itself, and this is one of my friends LOR. Here I'm going to show you. And also what I suggest is don't copy anyone's LOR, because the university, abroad university, basically uses plagiarism. So whenever someone uploads an LOR, it gets plagiarized from many softwares, and not even one software, not one software but many softwares. So please write your own LOR, or just get an LOR from your professor. So here, as you can see, this is from Lady Irwin College, and you can see University of Delhi. So your LOR should be printed from the school paper. Basically, you have to just take the word document, like the letters in a word, and get it printed from the university paper. So here you can see all the stamp signatures and all on the top side, and you can see to whom it may concern, and all the details in my previous LOR, it was on the top left. Here it is on the bottom left. You can see best regards, Dr. Dash, Assistant Professor, Department of Resource and Design Application, Lady Irwin College, Delhi, telephone number and email ID. Also, in there are many LORs online also. I cannot explain every LOR, but this is what is the basic of how to write an LOR, and what are the main topics that you have to cover in an LOR. As you can see in the first para, applying for postgraduate degree in university, September it take, she's telling it, and 2 semesters, what she taught in her semester. She taught her for 2 years resource management, personal finance and consumer studies, and she's just giving her how good she is, good management, leadership skills, and also her keen on pursuing higher studies. So she recommends for her for the master's program. So let's go on overview of what I talked about. So first thing about, you can create your LOR in Google Docs or Microsoft Word. It depends on you, but main thing is the font should be of 12, number 12, and Times New Roman. So, and you have to get the faculty of a very high level, because that makes your LOR strong and your background also strong. And but he should have taught you in your entire bachelor's course at least one subject, because you can show the connection with you and your faculty. 3, about the mail ID. The mail ID should be updated every time. So like whenever you submit your LOR, the mail ID should be updated, because that's how your college, abroad university, contacts your professor. And also keep your LOR as realistic as possible, because sometimes what you have written in your LOR, like you have done some projects, or let's say any reports writing, the abroad university can call you and ask the proof of the project report or project that you have done, or you have that you have mentioned in your LOR. So this you have to keep in mind. So that's why how realistic you can keep your LOR, that much it is good. And when you have the proof of the document, you can upload it in their site, so that proves that you have your project report, or etc etc. So what are the mistakes that you don't have to make when you write your LOR? Basically, you don't have to make any spelling errors. Use Grammarly, and there are many other free apps that you can use that will help correct your spelling errors and grammar. Why? Because I'm telling you is, if the abroad university finds any spelling mistake or common grammar errors in your LOR, they think that your English is very poor and might reject your entire application. So LOR is also a main thing that you have to look when you are applying for university, because in LOR also all details, every English grammar and all the sentences should be in a very perfect way. And also here again I'm talking about the font, because the font should be Times New Roman and it should be in size 12. Also your name and the subjects you're gonna study, just highlight it in a highlighted with the black mark. So in the word itself you get that thing. You can actually it's called bold, just now I remember, but you can do bold your name and the subjects you're gonna study. So guys, be sure to tell how the video was regarding the information, and if you have any doubts you can always hit me up on Instagram, and you have the whole YouTube comment section where you can type anything about how, if I want to improve any videos or any other information or your questions, I'll surely try to answer them all. And also if you have more doubts about any other things like offer letter and any all, I'll also help you that. Inshallah, I'll make more content in future where you can get every detail in my channel. So if you have any doubt on any topic about going abroad to any country, just DM me on Instagram. I'll make sure that I try to help you as much as possible. So that's it for today's video. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.